Chandan I feel like we might have communicated a couple times over Twitter recently. I think the XRP fix.
Yes, I saw you were saying you were going to come to the booth.
I did say I was going to come to the booth. And I did show up. I'm a man of my word.
Say your name again?
You call me the fix, XRP fix.
The XRP fix, okay.
XRP fix.
All right, cool. You do media too?
Just a little bit, you know. Just a couple questions. So I am a Cointracker user.
Awesome.
My initial questions would probably be questions that any beginning user would have who's starting off. You know, one who's diversified and one who's trying to track their portfolio. What are some safety and security measurements that your team takes? I know when I first started, you know, giving you guys my username and password for all these other exchanges, even though, you know, we're kind of connecting it, we're saying that it's only sharing the API or it's read-only. Can you just give some reassurance on how that exactly works and how customers can trust that providing that information and connecting those exchanges doesn't leave them vulnerable to anything?
Yeah, thank you for trusting us. There's a lot we put into it. There's 2.5 million users that use Cointracker, so security is really paramount to us. Some of the things that we do, one is that we're really compliant. So we're SOC 1 Type 2, SOC 2 Type 2 certified. That means we go through a bunch of compliance tasks in terms of the way we hire, the controls we have in the software, the segregation of duties and responsibilities across the team to make sure there's no single point of failure.
Okay.
There's also an annual third-party security penetration test that we go through every year, that we've been doing every year. We've been SOC certified. So an independent third-party security company tries to breach our systems and writes a report and makes sure we're fixing all of those security issues. That happens every year to stay up to date. Also, all of our integrations are read-only access. So let's say there was a bunch of North Korean hackers who made their way into our team.
Let's just say there happens to be
compromised our internal security systems. We still wouldn't be able to take anyone's crypto because it's only read access only. So that's sort of another mitigation of risk. And then there's a bunch of security work that goes into the actual software itself too. For example, we encrypt all the API keys. All the data is stored with SSL and HTTPS only secure communication. So everything is encrypted so that even if our database were to leak, you wouldn't be able to do anything with that information because we only store password hashes, not the actual passwords or keys in plain text.
Okay. Theoretically, could it be possible for a hacker to get into your system to change something internally that then modifies all of the account read-only access you have to more than read access?
Well, anything is possible, but that would be tricky because only the user has the private keys or the API credentials. So it's not like we have access to the private keys somewhere hidden away and we don't use it. It's like we don't even have that information. It has to be supplied by the user. Okay. So we don't actually have or store that information.
And as the space grows and the user base grows, obviously that's something we're all hoping for is mass adoption and to get people in. As you see your numbers grow and your accounts grow, would you guys be open or amenable to shortening that annual third-party test periods, maybe quarterly or every 6 months? Is that something that you might want to do more often?
Perhaps. I think probably what we would do more realistically is build more security engineering in-house, so that it's not like it's a once a year type of thing, but it's actually continuous. Like every code change we make is getting more automated security reviews, automated QA testing. There's more in-house people doing code reviews of each other's code, like basically building it more and more into the company's DNA. That's where I see us going more.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, get my clarification. So your response to me on X last week or the other day was that I can, because I had some questions about, if they were able to integrate the Bifrost wallet. I am an XRP holder, I'm a Flare and Songbird holder as well. So I want to make sure that those are accounted for. They don't technically right now don't have Bifrost integration, but you were saying that I could provide my public addresses for those wallets. I guess that would entail providing, both the standard, Flare address as well as the wrapped Flare addresses, and that would still pull all the historical data and transactions.
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I've been a Cointracker user for years. I plan on keeping to use you guys. right now, currently, like in all honesty and transparency, I do use a pool 1099 to report, just because I'm not as diversified as I used to be. But I was, when I was super diversified, Cointracker was. And I'm just so happy that I, did trust you guys and took that step, because now I don't have to enter all that information again for all my exchanges, and it's all tracked. So I love your service. I think it's going to be super helpful, especially for people coming into the space. And I appreciate your time and your answers today.
Yeah, thank you so
Nice to
much.
meet
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.